Dun, 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 dun. Hey, just got back from my interview. Hey, Vicky, thanks for dropping by. I just got done with my interview. All these kids, these crazy troubled youth, they saner than people who claiming competency. I was able to have a relationship with these EBDs and these troubled youth. The teachers love me, the kids love me, we good, they know I love them. I ain't gonna tell you how much they offered me, but it's more than I ever been paid in my life. It's what I want to be doing, so it's not a job. And instead of applying for a job, I contracted to a corporation that I thought was making a difference in the world. Myself, my skills, my abilities, whatever it is, I contracted with them. So no, I did not apply. They accepted my contractual agreement, and I'm waiting for them to tell me when I start. So, y'all have altogether encouraged me. We're going to address some things right now before we get into this judicial notice and proclamation. You're going to be with me until I finish reading it. It is 7 pages, so you come back, go get some coffee, eat, whatever you need to do. We're going to be here a while. You know, nationalities, the order of the day. Prophet Noble Jew Ali saved this nation because his heart loved his blood and his people. I don't, in my mind, and no, I don't know what the man was thinking, but any man that's given the wisdom, the wise dominion to be able to free an entire nation, the ancestor spirits knew he wasn't thinking about himself. Want to go get your own island, want to set up your own corporation, an individual, whatever it is, get money from the people, whatever your intent of your heart is. Intent of heart is key to this thing. 5 pillars of life. There are people sending us our actual cases now. Consul is being emailed cases that they are going through. I repeat, we will not. One, we're not representing you. This isn't no de facto corporation. We're not bar association members. We're not corporate mercenaries or private tribunals. Council exists to teach the nation how to present themselves in any lawful endeavor that they may choose to take on. How to present themselves. So, no, we're not coming to court with you. We're not speaking on your behalf or none of that. Woo! We teaching people how to present themselves. That means to one another first. In and of your own being. In one's own proper person first. Appreciate you, Akil. I was letting the family know it did. I thank you for your love gift. And we're going to keep this thing rolling because this is what the prophet's work is about. Help me in my great missionary work. Woo! Come on with it. Okay, let's address these emails and these messengers before we get started with the proclamation. Marzi, when you see this, you told me today counts the 3rd day, so tomorrow that makes them default. Yes. Once you submit a claim or an affidavit of truth or fact, an unrebutted truth or fact stands as truth in law. So if they don't respond, everything you said in your affidavit, in your writ, is true and stands so in law. Then you move to the next phase. You go to the power that's higher than the one that you're dealing with, and you say, hey, this is the law, and this person isn't honoring the law, and they haven't rebutted the claim, so that means it stands as true. And over time, if they don't honor it, then you got to do it by force. Look. It's the truth by force. If these genetically modified organisms, these tribunals, these corporations, these people, whomever it is you're dealing with, don't honor what you're writing on paper and what you're saying out your mouth. When I say go get your babies, I mean after you've done all that you can do concerning writing to them and talking to them and hoping that they're going to respond, then you need to team up, get some family members together and go down there. Find out where your babies are and go get them. Remove them from their hands. Whatever you need to do. Because that's the only way you're going to get them back. They're economic resource for these people. They're vampires. They feed off their energy. They contract with their name and their numbers, and they'll keep them for as long as possible to get money off of them, to cheat your estate, to vampire their energy. Same with the churches. Got those people in all of those churches. They are not helping the communities. They siphoning and drinking your energy, your vital energy that you could be pouring into your communities and one another. Abasi, you said you're looking for witnesses to sign your name, declaration, correction, and publication. 2 witnesses. You were told by R.V. Bay that you needed someone who have proclaimed their Moorish nationality. Yes, that would be best. I'm letting you know. Mine did not, and I still am proclaimed. Mine have yet to. I made sure it was people who knew what were going on, who were in their proper person, and who had plans to nationalize. These fingerprints and these 2 witnesses are not legally declared nationals yet. They will be. So don't wait. Get your 2 witnesses. Make sure you trust them and get that in. They should be in proper persona. They should be. It helps you just in case anything happens, but it won't. Let me tell you why. They're not going to respond to you. I'm letting you know that. These people aren't even going to talk to you when you proclaim and declare your nationality. All they're going to do is put your files in a record somewhere. Why? Because if they respond to you, then that's an admission of guilt. Right there. They say, oh, what you're saying is right. We've been cheating you for 2,000 years or 3,000, 1,000 years, and we've been cheating your estates, and everything you said is true. And, we recognize your nationality. Oh, now you're guilty. Now you admitted guilt. Now we can go ahead and we really can go get some remedy now. Woo, boy, look. But they ain't going to admit that guilt. So, they're not going to respond to you. So proclaim and declare your nationality. For Lady Jess, thank you for your email. Thank you for your support. We're going to call you and walk you through the nationalization process. After those emails, those 3 people have been taken care of. Council has to nationalities in order today. So consular courts will not take on any lawful matter and show you how to present yourself in this lawful matter unless you have confirmed that you're nationalized. How do you do that? You can email us personally. You can email consul your nationality with it signed in your fingerprint. You can show us certified return receipts, or you can give us your word. Now, if you give us your word and you're lying, then that's on you. You want to go up in these tribunals? You want to go up in these corporations? You want to go up Islam to your Imhotep? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. What's up, Frank Green? You go up in these tribunals and you're not in your own proper person, they're going to eat you alive. They're going to piranha you, boy. It's over for your life. So if you tell counsel that and we begin to show you how to effectively stand in your own proper person and present yourself, then, hey, if you get jacked up, if you get injured, that's your business. For the counselors that are actively engaging with the council, we have been given permission by the House of Reawakening Minds and or Dr. Naila Gilliam to only share the flash drive, the study drive, with council contingent that they're active members. They have to be actively engaging with council in order to be privileged to. That man said, Tashreeq Bey say he's been teaching for 40 years. So that's how much knowledge and wisdom is on that flash drive right there. And you would probably never have to purchase another book in your life. Ever. I thank the ancestral spirits for that man disciplining himself for that long amount of time so that this next generation could have something tangible that don't come from the John D. Rockefeller brainwashing system. Teach our Moorish children, our Moorish bloodline, how to truly, all our history and how to truly live and know what it is to do what it do. Woo! Hey, baby, free in this thing. Mind free, spirit free, body free, all free. Okay. Judicial notice and proclamation. We're going to go through this so that you know when you email consular courts, you can get these writs and these affidavits. We did leave up in the group, we left in the group files that we believe are important. There's about 13 files that you can download in the consular courts group to have for your own personal, whatever, study time. But the main thing, hey mama, see, y'all know y'all saying love energies to my mama Kelly Jackson. That's a woman who was firm with me. She gave me that tough love. My other mom, she had the soft love involved. But Mama Kelly used to get my calves, boy. Woo! She used to say, come over here. She'd get our calves, boy. It was over. And then when I got older, I realized she got our calves because she was trying to teach us how to act right, how to walk correctly. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Mom. Appreciate you, because your son's walking correctly in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Hey, Jess. Gonna send you the nationality and the writ soon, and then we're gonna show you how to nationalize so you and your bloodline and your seeds can be free. Put all your stuff in trust and be free. None of these corporations can touch you. None of them can tax you because you're a Moorish American, indigenous to this land. You can tax them. All right, I'm on topic now. Moorish nationality. Moorish National Republic, Federal Government Societas Republica a el Americanos. Moorish divine and national movement of the world. Northwest Amexem, Northwest Africa, North America, the North Gate, Temple of the Moon and Sun. The true and de jure natural peoples, heirs of the land. Islam? Woo! Boy, just look. That's our government. You see? That's why I get so excited. This is the Republic government we're talking about. Not the de facto 14th Amendment citizen. That's not what we're talking about. Enslaved by way of taxation. And if one commits a crime, then whatever. Well, look, boy, y'all better get off them. Y'all better get off our people, man. I'm telling you. All right. Judicial notice and proclamation. To all elected, all non-elected, and to all appointed United States Republic officials, public servants, and officers of trust, etc., doing business as of and for the federal, state, city, and municipal governments, including their personnel, their contractors, and their other associate corporate entities doing business at North America, and to all third-party interlopers or contractors, etc., concerning their fiduciary obligations, their official oaths, and their duties, enumerated in the American Constitution, adopted for governance of the United States Republic, all binding treaties, the established law of the land, and all statutory civil law and codes of the land, known all men by these publications and presents. Woo! Hey, thank you, Mom. I'm so proud of you as well. The only woman I know that will just take in kids that you've never birthed and raise them as if they're your own without any help from anywhere, but just trusting that it's going to come. That's an honorable matriarch right there. That's an honorable matriarch. To just be taking your sister's children, don't know where they came from, how they got here, or where they going, but just raising them up. Like, this is how you matriarchs need to be. If you got sisters who have children, woo, come on, Mom, and they don't have any help for their children, they should not have to go to the social services to get help. All the mothers, all the sisters, all the feminine energies, all of whatever, y'all need to come alongside each other and take care of one another's babies. If you got a sister and she gets SNAP benefits, you ain't her sister and you ain't loving her. You're supposed to be cooking her meals and helping her feed her kids then. Because that's true love. That's what we're talking about in our communities. This is what you're saying to me. You got 3 sisters and she got kids and all of them got kids and you know she ain't got no help and you just like, you better go get some benefits. What? That's your responsibility. If I'm my brother's keeper, then you your sister's keeper too. So that's why I love the work that my sister Sharon doing. She got a Moabites group and they band together and take care of one another and support one another. She shouldn't have to be going to no counselors. She shouldn't have to be going to no corporations. She shouldn't have to be sending her kids to John D. Rockefeller School or none of that. You her counselor. You her friend. You her confidant. You the one that help her feed her babies. Woo! Come on now. We need to get right in our communities. Upon my heirship, inherited nobility, and upon my private aboriginal indigenous proper person status and commercial liability, I, put your new name there. I, comma, you put that new name there. Your new name could be two things. One, your spiritual name that's given to you by meditation and your ancestral spirits to give it to you, or your regular name, whatever you were birthed with a Moorish nobility title. Either one works. Your Moorish nobility title, Bey. There's three other ones that are not coming to me right now. Can you get those on there for me, please? All five of them, I think. Somebody in this comment section, I thank you very much for giving us all five of them. Ali is the highest, and you need to work for that. In my eyes, I only know one or two Alis, to be honest. New name. Being duly affirmed under consanguine unity, pledge my national, political, and spiritual allegiance to my Moabite Moorish nation. Being the archaic aboriginals, indigenes of Amexem, the Americas, standing squarely affirmed upon my oath to the 5 points of light, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Woo! Do squarely affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and having knowledge and firmly established belief upon the historical, lawful, and adjudicated facts contained herein. Being competent in my own person to attest to this affidavit upon which I place my signature, whereas I state, proclaim, and declare the following to be true, correct, certain, complete, not misleading, supreme, and not intended to be presented for any misrepresentation, colored, or improper use or purpose, to wit. Woo! Baby, I feel good right now. So humble, Mom. That I, this is your new name, am a noble of the Al-Moroccan Empire, North America, in propria persona, my own proper self, being Moorish American, and heir and descendant of the ancient Moabites. Moors by birthright, by freehold, by primogeniture, by inheritance, by being aboriginal and indigenous to the land. Amexem in the Americas, territorium hereditamis of my ancient Moabite Moorish foremothers and forefathers, to wit. Territorium hereditamis. Hereditamis, the whole land. Everything. It's yours. Your parents left it to you. Your ancient parents left it to you. It's all yours. It belongs to you. You own it. You walk around like you own it. You know that you own it. You be a competent heir. Woo! Yes. The Al-Moroccan American continents are the lands of the Moors, being North America, South America, Central America, including the adjoining islands, Americana, Ameru, or Al-Morocc. I acknowledge, I claim, and I possess, by the said inheritance and primogeniture, the freehold status thereto, all unalienable and substantive rights to be, to enjoy, and to act distinct in my aboriginal traditions, customs, and cultures, and determining my own political, social, and economic status of the state. I am turning my heart, my allegiance, and my mind back to my ancient mothers and fathers, Moors, M-U-U-R-S, or M-O-O-R-S, with cognate honor and by divine and natural right, being Moorish Americans, the direct heirs and descendants of the ancient Moabites. We have and possess the divine and internationally recognized rights to our hereditaments and resources, and proclaim the right to determine our own social, economic, and political life and status of the state, and in harmony with international law and with such rights of claim, being absent of foreign law, threats, coercion, or acquiescence to a color of law, a color of office, nor to be subjugated by occupying forces, persons, to any imposed frauds, nom de guerre, or color of authority, period. Now, what that just said was, you ain't coerced and you don't acquiesce. When you acquiesce, that means that you tacit acquiescence. Give me this. We need a real definition. I'm not just gonna give y'all, my watered down version of what I how I interpret it myself. But it's basically saying that you're not contesting anything. You're just sitting there being quiet about what's being spoken. Tacit acquiescence. Y'all get that definition down for me in the comment feed, please. Give consent. Thank you, Yusuf. Moors, Moors, Moorish Americans, Muurs, have, proclaim and possess the unalienable rights, substantive rights, and birthright, inheritance to our ancient pedigree, traditions, and customs. The right of claim to our Al-Moroccan attributes, names, and nationality, substantiated by and supported by nature's law, by divine law, by primogeniture, and by the recognized laws of the nations of the earth. International. Woo! The whole world knows. Woo! Proponently. Woo! I'll get to you. International. Being the true ancient aboriginal indigenes and heirs of the land. The North Gate being the geographical heartland, Maghreb, of the Moroccan Empire. Moors are the de jure and rightful freeholders by birthright, by inheritance, and by primogeniture status, and have by those inherited rights descendable claims. Note to all comers that we heirs of the land possess the secure rights to travel upon the lands of our ancient foremothers and forefathers, upon the public roadways, upon the byways, and upon the highways of our continental United States relating to the organic land. And absent of the genocidal fraud, based extortion, tributes, and human trafficking imposed by foreign-colored inquisitionists and by their corporation, imposed excise taxation constructs, invented by the racketeering anti-constitutional foreign states legislators, constructed under color and styled and abridged, and to steal substantive rights belonging to the natural people. These substantive rights are supported by and asserted by royal law, Moorish law, Muslim law, the law of the great peace, the law of nature, divine law, nature's God, the law of nations, the free Moorish great seal, zodiac constitution, stare decisis, res judicata, and bindingly affirmed by Articles 3, 4, and 5 of the American Covenant. American Constitution Covenant. I hope those are the right. I don't know Roman numerals, but I think it's 3, 4, and 5. The American Covenant. Hey, Nasir Bey getting it in with our definitions. I appreciate you. Of the American Constitution Covenant of 1774 through 1781 AD. And Treaty 1200-1 M.C. as lawfully adopted for the United States Republic, establishing its republic form of government. The said American Constitution established the people's supreme law of the land, standing upon the principles of moral government to secure the rights of the peoples and to keep limited government operatives bound and in check by official oath and by official bond. Let it be known that down from the ancient ones, our primogenitors, came the allodial isonomy principles which established the supreme law of the land. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Now, research isonomy, please. Isonomy principles. We need to know what allodial isonomy principles means. Oh, we getting hot in this thing. Oh, I'm feeling real good. Oh, my energy popping right now. Because these writs and these affidavits is the truth, baby. Woo! Egypt, Hikupta, is the capital empire of the Dominion of Africa. The inhabitants of Africa are the descendants of the ancient Canaanites from the land of Canaan, the Moabites from the land of Moab, who received permission from the pharaohs of Egypt to settle and inhabit northwest Africa. They were founders and are true possessors of the present Moroccan Empire. This includes Algiers, Tunis, Tripoli, Mauritania, and the Americans with their Canaanite, Hittite, and Amorite brethren, who sojourned from the land of Canaan seeking new homes. Their dominions and inhabitation extended from northeast and southwest Africa, across the great across the great Atlantis, even unto the present North America, South America, and Central America, and also Mexico, and the Atlantis Islands, Americana, before the great earthquake which caused the great Atlantic Ocean. Woo! That's why we telling y'all nationalities the order of the day. Because this is 7 pages of writs right here, truth, affidavits, facts, proof, everything you can think of, and then you got another 2 with your name change, your name declaration. Boy, they better stop playing with the Moors around here. The noble Moors. The noble Moors, heirs apparent, are the natural members, citizens of the ancient Al-Moroccan Empire, North America, the North Gate, and are by civic and social duty bound to recognize and to support our Great Seal, sovereign Moorish national federal government and consanguine nation of the natural people. In our relation with others, we command the enforcement to our Al-Moroccan Constitution. Did he just ask permission? Did the person who wrote this just ask permission? Did the law just ask permission? Did the conscious mind just ask permission? He said, we command the enforcement of our Al-Moroccan Constitution. Thus, such organized communications and orders are referred to as the Great Seal National Association of Moorish Affairs. The Free Moorish Nation, inclusive of all the aboriginal, indigenous tribes and provinces of the natural people, etc., are the rightful bearers of the attributes, names, and noble titles. Ali, El, Bey, Dey, and Al. That's why you see, I gotta finish first. The free Moors, by freeholder inheritance, retain all substantive rights and immunities, enjoy the exercising of all substantive rights, and operate upon consummated right law, isonomy, principles, having pre-existing vested constitution and treaty, secured rights and immunities from foreign corporation, taxation. You send these writs in to the IRS, I bet you they stop taxing you. And from foreign criminal and civil jurisdiction, and of the colonial union state rights republic, USA, private corporations and persons, pursuant to but not limited to divine right, the United States Republic Supreme Court, international law, and the acts of state to wit. This is the rights of indigenous people. This is the United Nations Rights Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. You download that, you PDF that, and you get the rights of indigenous people. But these writs stand on their own. Every sovereign state people is bound to respect the independence of every other sovereign state people. And the courts of one country people will not sit in judgment on the acts of the government of another, done within the same or its own territory. What does that mean? The de facto United States Service Corporation posing as government, and the de jure Republic, Al-Moroccan government, the de facto United States Service Corporation company posing as government can't sit in judgment for any more at all. That's why you can't be hiring no bar association member or anything like that, because they're not even supposed to be sitting there speaking on your life. They don't know nothing about your ancient history or nothing like that. All they know is those codes and those rules and those laws that they try to use to subjugate you and to cheat your estate and to steal from you and to siphon your energy, to vampire your energy. Before I ever came into the knowledge of my Moorish ancestral bloodline, I was woken up 7 months ago. Before I ever came into any knowledge about that, I knew that they were vampires and they ate babies and drank people's bloods and did all type of seances and all of that evil mess, all of that immoral. What you think Moors? Moral. Moors. They have no morality. They be doing all this evil stuff. They have no moral conscience or mind. We need morality to heal this land. We need the 5 pillars of light existing in our morality for this land to be healed. You want to see our Moroccan healed? You want to see our communities healed? Start standing in these 5 pillars of light and really practicing what your ancient foremothers and forefathers had taught us. You watching TV, you watching other people's lives, you watching entertainment, you sitting up here with all of these entertainers, and they ain't teaching you nothing but how to be entertained. Oh no, buddy. We got work to do in these communities, because they entertaining you and they getting paid and they living real good, and you sitting there being entertained and your life is not as good as it could be. So, The present union, state, municipal, and civil laws and codes imposed upon the land are a private law incorporated unit of self-government, established by the political powers of the General Assembly of each state of the Union, limited and bound by Article IV. I don't even know that number. I need to go get it in my heart. This is Roman numeral IV, so limited and bound by article. Whoever's up here can put that article up, please, so that the people have it in the comment section to refer to later when this video is done. And limited and bound by article, I believe 5, and initiated at Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, North America in the year 1854. It governs only the rights and conduct of the alleged white people, Christians, and Jews of the 1863 Union States Rights Republic under the Magna Carta, the Great Charter, the Knights of Columbus Code, and the Ku Klux Klan Oath. Forever the said Union States Rights Republic denies citizenship in the United States Republic, USA, to the heirs descendant of the Moorish nation in the Western Hemisphere, who have been erroneously referred to, branded as, and mislabeled as, woo, come on with it, come on. What have you been mislabeled as? What have you been erroneously mislabeled as? Hold on a minute. Woo, Negroes, blacks, coloreds, and African Americans, Latinos, oh, come on, etc., etc., to branded as and mislabeled as, etc. In addition, so now you know why you listening to this video. You not black, you not Negro, you not colored, you not African American, you not Latino. You are Moors. Woo, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody want to know who they are. Everybody's searching for something. I got people calling me right now just saying, I just want to know who I am, where I come from. Who am I? Well, this is who you are. You are a Moor. Woo, baby. All this information, 6-7 months straight. Looking at the history, being in all these groups, thousands and thousands of documents, all of this stuff. Okay, well, somebody is telling you right now to your face, without you even having to research all of that. Who are you? A Moor. That is your primogenitor. That is your bloodline. That is your historical, ancestral, whatever. You're not anything else but that. Woo, baby. Yeah, woke in this thing, baby. They better get up off of us. Okay. In addition, the Supreme Court of the United States in the landmark case of Dred Scott versus Sanford, 60 U.S., 19 Howard, 393, 1857, held that Negroes, whether held to slavery or free, were not included and were not intended to be included in the category of citizen, subjects of the Union States Rights Republic. Resultantly, the true indigene nobles of Al Moroccan Empire, free Moors, bearers of the attributes, names, nobles, titles, Ali, El, Bey, Dey, and Al, are excluded from the Union States Rights Republic jurisdiction. Oh, are they now? The true nobles of the Al Moroccan Empire are sovereign, private, and self-governed by right law, principles, and customs, and only obligated to the free Moorish Zodiac Constitution, Circle 7, archaically established by our ancient foremothers and forefathers. Period. Woo, baby. So these are the foundational documents that you want. What up, Donovan Wooten? Good to see you. I love that picture, man. Makes me happy. Standing on the earth, on the land, like you belong. Your original, the documents you need in your library. The very first are these writs and affidavits. 1, the Moorish Zodiac Constitution. 2, Circle 7 Quran. 3. That is the 3 major ones. All these people emailing me. Oh, give me these documents. Email me these documents. Send me this. Send me that. Help me with this. Help me with that. Why? You don't even know what to do with the information. The girl told me, she said, oh, I've been sitting in this group for 8 months and I still don't know what I'm doing. Don't know where to go, how to walk, whatever the case may be. You getting all this information to try to get all this remedy when all you need is to stand on these 3 documents. The Free Moorish Zodiac Constitution. Come on. I got y'all back. Because I'm going to give it to you right here. While we sitting here. So y'all know how to source it. And we're going to send it to you. We're going to email it to you. Zodiac Constitution, right there. Bam, bam. The copyright number, registered in the Library of Congress, AA222141. By C.M. Bay. Yes. Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1787. Resultantly, the true indigene nobles of the Al-Moroccan Empire, free Moors, jurisdiction. Okay. The true nobles of the Al-Moroccan Empire are sovereign, private, self-governed by right law, principles, customs, and only obligated to the free Moorish Zodiac Constitution, Circle 7, archaically established by our ancient foremothers and forefathers. Such extended allegiance and obligation includes the Great Seal and the high principles and moral standards embodied in the Moorish national flag standard: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. The true Al-Moroccan noble indigenes of the land maintain a constitutional and lawful, non-obligatory tax status and position relative to all foreign entity taxation. Indigenes not taxed and maintain a non-obligatory respect for the Union States Rights Republic and its members, its laws, its ordinances, its codes, its customs, and its traditions, pursuant to the Free Moorish American Zodiac Constitution, Articles 5 and 6, Roman numerals. Man, see, that's why you need to study to know yourself. You better know, see. This proves right here that I don't know everything. And I'm still in study every day, all day, so that I can have some understanding and some foundation and some undergirding to love up on these Moors. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. This is what Noble Drew Ali did. He said he had to go around his elbow to get what he needed out this government. Come on now. He had to put in the work. This man put in the work. Then he went overseas and met with the secret societies and everything, man. Came back, gave us all this information, instituted laws, built stuff, helped people. Come on, man. What y'all doing? You want to sit here and be professing that you love the prophet and thank him for his works, but all you sitting here is taking these laws and these writs and these affidavits and all the principles that he taught us and trying to be selfish and build your own whatever? What? You have a responsibility to your nation. You can't be sitting up here taking all these laws and thinking you about to go build your own specific community of people or do whatever or have your, what did the one man say? You know I love you, bro, but I gotta say it. I gotta say it because it's true. He say, which is cool. You could have a pure bloodline, but it was basically just an island with nobody else but you and whoever you choose. What? That ain't loving the people, man. I'm sorry, y'all be going on these tangents. I gotta stay focused. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship between the United States and Morocco, 1786 and 1787, superseded by the Treaty of 1836, Resolution 75, Journals of the House of Representatives, adopted for the United States, April 17, 1933 AD. Moorish American Society of Philadelphia and the use of their names, reaffirmations, have been made via the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of the Child. General Assembly Resolution 1386, 14 U.N. GAOR number 16, at 19 UN Document A/4354, 1959, baby. Woo! The United Nations Universal Declaration on Human Rights, General Assembly Resolution 217, December 14, 1948 AD. Executive Order 13107, United States Republic, North America. The implementation of human rights treaties, the National Constitution for the Continental United States, Article 3, Section 2, Amendment 4, Liberty Clause, Amendment. I'm not going to say these numbers. I'm going to let y'all in the comment section help me out with these Roman numerals. Amendment IX. Reservation of the Rights of the People, the United States Department of Justice, Moorish Credentials, Free Moorish Zodiac Constitution, Truth A-1 classified. The United States Copyright Certificate Number AA222141, Clock of Destiny, the Moorish Nationality and Identification Card, Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Moorish Science Temple of America Identification Cards. Never been in a temple, but I know I'm doing the work of the prophet. So whatever you're doing in the temple, the people need you to do that. The work of the prophet, when they walk in the door, it ain't Islamism anymore. It is nationalization is the first order of the day. Woo, baby. When you in these temples, when you was a grand sheik, or whatever you want to profess yourself to be, the very first thing you do to a more is nationalize them. Oh, they got to pay. Oh, they got to do Islamism. Oh, they got to prove that they know the Quran. Oh, they got to sit under you. Oh, they got to be authoritative to sit under your authority. Oh, they got to give you their fingerprint. Oh, they got to put their name in this particular document or whatever. No. Nationalize. Woo, baby. Feeling good in this thing, boy. Because that's what it's supposed to be. That's what the intent. 105 years ago, 110 years ago, the prophet wanted the nation to be nationalized, unified, together. Together. One conscious mind. Woo! This is what's going to heal our communities. Unity. Furthermore, I assert my full birthright, sovereignty, and substantive rights, and my right of claim to all hereditaments, being a sundry free Moor, and a natural being, distinguished from all and any spurious constructs created by the foreign and by their agencies, pursuant to Moabite, Moorish pedigree, the free Moorish zodiac. Y'all know why I'm crying right now? Because I know where I'm from. And that brings emotion to know where I come from. Woo, baby. Okay. Let me get my emotions together. Whew. That's healing, man. That's healing to know where you come from. Know where you've been, know where you're going. Woo! Alright. If y'all ain't seen a man cry, men do cry. And they supposed to. We ain't lost no more. Our people ain't lost no more. You know how good that feels? Y'all still think y'all lost. But we ain't lost no more. Ooh, I'm getting to the meat. Let me go get some water. And I'm getting to the meat. 2 seconds. All right, because I told you what was in these writs, baby. Furthermore, I assert my full birthrights, sovereignty and substantive rights, and my right of claim to all hereditaments, being a free sundry Moor and a natural being, distinguished from all and any spurious contracts created by the foreigners and by their agencies, pursuant to Moabite pedigree. The Free Moorish Zodiac Constitution, the Great Seal of the Moorish Nation, ab antiquo. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1786-87, 1836. The Sundry Free Acts, Union States Army, 1861, 1863. The 1854 Roman Catholic Magna Carta, the Knights of Columbus Code, the Ku Klux Klan Oath, the United Nations Charter, Article 55, the Rights of Indigenous People, Part 1, Article 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, Part 2, Article 6, the United States Supreme Court, Acts of State, the Foreign Sovereignties Immunity Acts, Acts 28 USC, 1601, and CEQA, the Convention on International Road Traffic, Day 19, September 1949, the World Court Decision, The Hague, Netherlands, Day 21, January 1958, 1378, M.C. That's the Moorish calendar. 1378 is the Moorish calendar, M.C. In reference to the rights of the natural peoples and theirs of substantive rights, the following are pertinent and established Supreme Court decisions. Stare decisis and res judicata to wit. Woo, baby! Hold on, because now y'all get to see what I was talking about, what these writs do. Y'all get to see what I was talking about. I know. They're not computer literate, I swear. Number 1, the right to travel, the right to mode of conveyance, the right to locomotion. Are all absolute rights, and the police cannot make void the exercise of rights. State versus Armistead, 60S 77 778, 779, and 781. Ooh, come on, because we about to go in on this thing now, boy. We talking about the law, constitutional, Republican this thing. Ooh, it's about to get hot. The use of highways for the purpose of travel and transportation is not a mere privilege, but a common and fundamental right, of which the public and natural beings cannot be deprived. Chicago Motor Coach versus Chicago 337 Illinois 200, 169 Northeast 22. Lagar versus Chicago 139. Boone versus Clark. I ain't going to put all those numbers in there, but y'all know what it is. And the reason why I say it's so hot is because if a corporate policy member walks up on you, I'm on number 3, I'm getting to you, or anybody, you should be able to come up out your soul with these things. What is you doing? This is a right. This is the law. You can't be doing this to me. I don't know what you're thinking. I have constitutional rights. I have birth rights. I have all type of rights. You can't be doing this to me. So what are you doing? You better back up off of me because it's my right. It's my birthright. And can't nobody infringe upon your birthright. So this is what you need to be coming out your soul when these people is walking up on you, talking all crazy to you, trying to take your babies, trying to kidnap you, trying to take your private mode of conveyance. You need to stand. That no more sitting in your car. No more when the corporate mercenary drives up behind you and you sitting in your car with no gun, with no mace, with no baton, with no bulletproof vest on, with nothing on, and he's walking up to you, standing over you like the slave master, talking about some, and telling you to identify yourself. You ain't seen that movie? I'll never be Toby, baby. You will never make me say my name is Toby in this thing, boy. Woo! Get out your car. That's the law. You can do that. Lock your doors. That's your private mode of conveyance. It is basically like your home when you're traveling. Face that corporate member, all rights reserved, and ask him what business does he have impeding your your right of motion. Is there a reason why you stop me? And you can stop them too. Did you know you can stop people that's acting crazy on the street? It's called a citizen's arrest. Your brothers and sisters are stomping each other out in the streets and you just you filming this camera. I remember watching these Smack DVDs when I was little and looking like, at first, yeah, because that's what you're raised in and that's what you're used to. It gets that adrenaline up. You see people get beat down and you're fighting each other and all of that. It makes your adrenaline feel good. You get to sweating. It's a negative energy playing on your psyche and your mind. You watching this and you're taking pictures and you posting it and you think that's cool and you think that's clean, but that's not what's supposed to be happening in your communities. And you're not supposed to be condoning it. If you got bros squabbing up, if you got sisters squabbing up and they stomping each other out, it's your responsibility to make peace between them. You're supposed to say, hey, bro, what is you doing? You acting like a child right now. You don't even know how to control your emotions. So you striking each other and then you want to get mad when the corporate policeman be beating you up, but he's sitting here watching in your communities, you beating you up too. What? Come on, man. Be the example. Yes, with authority. Yes, not anger. Yes, we do. Yes. With authority and with love in mind and with peace. Yes. And if it is anger, it's righteous indignation. It's righteous indignation. If you scared of the other bros and sisters beating on you because you trying to stop them from fighting, you better be scared that if you don't try to make a change in your communities, you're going to die. You're going to see your communities die. It's called extermination. It's genocide. Let me tell you how you're close to being genocided anyway. And I ain't saying like it's going to happen or something. But Moors are only 10% of America. 50 million Moors or 40 million Moors, and there's 350 people in America. Yeah, that's undeclared or whatever. I know it's more bloodline, but I'm saying what they identify as black in the census, the world census, or the United Nations, the United States census, what they say is black is 40 million, 45 million people who they claim are black, are Moors. Well, if it's 350 million people in the United States, you're 10% of that. So you got to think. And it's more practices than your 9%, than your 8%, than your 7%. And then all of a sudden you don't exist. Have those babies. Take care of those babies. Stop fighting with one another. For real. All right, number 3. The right to park or travel is part of the liberty of which the natural person, citizen, cannot be deprived without due process of law under the 5th Amendment of the United States Constitution. Now, when we say citizen, now we're talking about the Moorish Empire, the Moorish Republic. You a citizen of the Moorish Republic. Kent versus Duels, 357 U.S. The right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport one's property thereon, either by carriage or automobile, is not a mere privilege which a city may prohibit or permit at will, but a common right, which he or she has under right to liberty, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thompson versus Smith, 154 SE 579. All those numbers behind us is references. You can go look them up. To get through it, I'm not going to keep on citing the references. We're on page 4. We got 3 more to go. Thank you for rocking with me. State police power extends only to immediate threats to public safety, health, welfare, etc., which driving and speeding are not. Now, please don't hear this law, number 5, and get on the road and be roaming around. Cause look, I got a heavy foot, and it feels I be on my adrenaline. I love when that thing be pushing me back. I be going, by 80, 90 sometimes. I be zooming, boy. Look, please be careful. Don't kill yourself just because it's not a law against the law to speed. Please exercise discernment and caution and cover your sixes. State police power extends only to immediate threats to public safety. Gotta listen to this one. Listen. State police power extends only to immediate threats to public safety, health and welfare, etc., which driving and speeding are not. Number 6, the state is prohibited from violating substantive rights. Owens versus City. And it cannot do by one power, that is, police power, that which is, for example, prohibited expressly to any other such power, that is, taxation or eminent domain, as a matter of law, nor indirectly that which is prohibited to it directly. Number 7, woo, baby, woo, getting hot in this thing. Told you we getting, woo, you got to know the law, you got to stand on it, I'm telling you. Traveling in an automobile on the public roads was not a threat to public safety or health and constituted no hazard to the public. And such a traveler owed no other duty to the public. That is the state. He, she, and her auto having equal rights to and on the road. Highways as horses and wagons. This same right is still substantive rule. In the speeding, running stop signs, traveling without license plates or registrations are not threats to the public safety and thus are not arrestable offenses. If you rode around with these writs in your backpack, even though you shouldn't have to, until you get them in your heart and your mind, you roll around. If you are encountering a service corporation member or corporate mercenary, just hand them the paperwork. Got to check your paperwork. All right, and check theirs. Where's your green card? Where's your delegation of authority? Who sent you? Whose power are you operating under? What government are you from? What is your jurisdiction here? When you do that, you put them in a position to either identify themselves, what government, what authority are they operating under, and who gave them that power to do so, which they have none. They're not bonded. They don't even have a remedy if they injure you, so they shouldn't be talking to you in the first place. Woo, baby, freeing it. Hey, we freeing this thing. Hey, okay. Y'all don't even know. This is what I be doing when I'm by myself, by dancing and reading this thing out loud. I'm freeing this thing. I'm thanking y'all for joining me. I'm glad y'all free with me. Sure. Under the United States Republic constitutional system of government and upon the individuality and intelligence of the citizen, the state does not claim to control one's conduct to others, leaving one the sole judge as to all that affects oneself. Mugler versus Kansas. Where rights secured by the Constitution are involved, there can be no rule making or legislation which would abrogate them. The claim and exercise of constitutional rights cannot be converted into a crime. For a crime to exist, there must be an injured party, corpus delicti. There can be no sanction or penalty imposed on one because of this constitutional right. Oh, I love this. If any tribunal court finds absence of proof of jurisdiction over a person and subject matter, the case must be dismissed. Y'all are emailing me constantly about what you gonna do about your case. Challenge the jurisdiction of the court. First, file an estoppel, ESTOPPEL, which says to the tribunal, a living being won't contract with a corporation. The only two things you need to do. The accuser bears the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. That person who's accusing you has to prove the accusation. Woo! And then we do have our own courts, consular courts. So now we're not going to the tribunal. And our issues aren't going to be settled by de facto corporation, who's exceeding your estate, by the way, and only cares about what you're paying them. Our cases will be settled, which I thank the man of the pen, Jared, for calling me, in the consular courts. They will administer justice for the Moorish Divine National Movement of the world and all of its indigenous peoples. Woo, baby! Yeah. We got our own stuff. We ain't John D. Rockefeller no more. We ain't sitting in your tribunals. We building our own institutions and our own schools and our own. Woo, baby. Yeah. 13. Lack of federal jurisdiction cannot be waived or overcome by agreements of parties. And want of jurisdiction may not be cured by consent of parties. Industrial Addition Association versus CIR. Almost done with page 4. Keep with me, baby. Almost done. Whereas, in light of the foregoing jurisprudence, stare decisis, and res judicata, affirmed and declared by the Supreme Court decision by facts and by law, and counter to the negative and colorable social and political conditions instituted by corporate state persons of the Union State Societies, there exists a blatant want of jurisdiction on the part of the Union States Rights Republic, and by its agents, personnel, contractors, and assigns. Maxims and axioms are lawfully, legally enforced under national and international law, attending to these issues. And this affiant, that's you, the affiant or affiant, natural being in proper persona, does not abandon any of my estate rights, do not waive any substantive rights, does not transfer power of attorney to and, come on, baby, finish up, power of attorney to and foreigner, and does not waive and does not willingly consent to any public trial or ministerial hearing in any colorable tribunal venue. Woo! Or involvement with any non-Article 3 unconstitutional jurisdiction, the official oaths and bonds, the obligations and the fiduciary duties of all accusers and proof-bound claimants to national constitution and treaty law and order. The civilization principles fixed in constitution law still stands. Definition, the truth still applies. Non-compliance is a federal law violation and international law offense and trespass. They trespassing on you when they violating your international law. What's up, James White? Whereas there is no question that a bench appearance summons, a detention, an arrest, and a ticket or citation issued by a police officer or by others against the people for traveling with no driver's license, foreign driver's license, not having current registration or mandatory insurance, etc., which carries a fine or jail time, is a penalty or sanction, and is indeed converting a right into a crime, thus violating substantive rights. It is reasonable to assume that these Supreme Court judicial decisions are straight to the point, and there is no lawful method for government to put restrictions or limitations on rights belonging to people, period. What you gonna do when you walk up into these tribunals and they telling you they're giving you tickets? Hand them the writs. Hand them the affidavits. Give it to the judge. Don't say nothing. Don't consent, because when you consent, you put yourself under the jurisdiction of the courts. Make them read your family history. Make them read your laws. Make them read your republic government. Make them read everything until consular courts is in full force. And we are the established Article 3 restored court of the land. You're going to have to deal with them. Okay, deal with them. Mail these writs to everybody. When you summon to court or whatever it is, this tribunal, this United States Service Corporation, bring the writs. Enter it into evidence with your fingerprints and your witnesses. When you enter it into evidence, they ain't got no choice but to read it. That's your defense. These writs, these affidavits is your defense. There is nothing else you have to do. Nothing at all. Woo, baby. We making it simple and easy around these parts. Consul is making it easy for people to be free. Woo! Thank you, Consular Courts. Thank you, visionary leader Charlamagne Bay. Thank you, Sharon, for edifying me. Thank you, Lori Robson. Thank you, Light Tajri, for running around getting people out the jail, doing habeas corpus and everything like that. I appreciate you. Woo! Feeling real good. Okay. Page 5, middle of page 5, 2 more pages to go. We're almost done. That the organic United States Republic Constitution derived from ancient Moabite Moorish law remains the supreme law of the land, and all treaties or which shall be made under the authority of the United States government and under its flag of peace pursuant to United States Code Title 4, Chapter 1, any law or colorable processes which are repugnant to the Constitution or treaty shall remain forever colorable and are null and void. Marbury versus Madison. 5 U.S. 137, 174, 176, 1803. Any municipal officers, persons, personnel, employees, or contractors who violate or abridge the rights of the natural peoples or citizens are subject to suit or any other tort action in their personal and or official capacity to wit, tort claims. That's why for a few videos, Taj was talking about trover suits and tort claims and reversionary of estate. That's the reason why. In their personal capacity or in their private capacity. Official capacity is a corporation that they're representing. Tax the corporation. Private capacity is their own bonds or their own wealth or their own family estate. They have to provide remedy to you. And tell them, whoever's providing remedy, once you get it, because you know you're going to get some, because now you're going to start affirming and asserting your rights, you don't want Federal Reserve notes. You want gold, silver, land. You want material substance goods. You want tangible assets, not FRN notes. Hey, buddy, you got this house. This house is a tangible asset. It is material. I can touch it. It has value. This land has value. These minerals in the ground and this gold and this silver has value. That's what I want. I don't want no Federal Reserve notes that don't have no wealth to it. Woo, baby. Loving it. Okay. Title 18, Part 1, Chapter 13 of United States Code of Law. Now, y'all need to listen to this, and if 2 or more persons conspire to injure, oppress, threaten, or intimidate any person in any state, territory, commonwealth, possession, or district in the free exercise or enjoyment of any right or privilege secured to him by the Constitution or laws of the United States, or because of his having so exercised the same. If 2 or more persons go in disguise on the highway or on the premises of another with the intent to prevent or hinder his free exercise or enjoyment of any right or privilege so secured, they shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 10 years or both. And if death results from the acts committed in violation of this section, or if such acts include kidnapping or an attempt to kidnap, aggravated sexual abuse, or an attempt to commit aggravated sexual abuse, or an attempt to kill, they shall be fined under this title or imprisoned for any term of years or for life or both, or may be sentenced to death. Now, with that in mind, the United States Service Corporation member sees John A. murder Moore with a gun. The United States Service Corporation Tribunal, who we know are not justice, lets the man go. Lets the woman go. I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma a year ago. A friend of someone got killed, a Moore, in the middle of the street by one police officer. It was national news. Betty Shelby killed the man. Killed the Moore. Off scot-free. Listen, since they won't enforce the code of law, this is what Consular of Courts is being built for. Will we have our own prisons? Yes. Or jails? Yes. We'll have a place of confinement for people to go that will be punished under 10 years or subject to death, like it just said, if they do these things. Why? Because law is needed. Discipline is needed in a society. It's just what has to happen. So you don't got to worry about it if you ain't if you standing in the principles of the 5 principles of light. You never have to worry about it. Do you know if a judge if a corporate tribunal bar association member read this writ? Come on, man. All of y'all cases be thrown out. Everything be finished. Come on, man. Look. Title 18, Part 1, Chapter 13, 242 of the United States Code of Law. Whoever under color of law, statute, ordinance, regulation, or custom willfully subjects any person... Oh, wait. Did that one. Thank you. Page number 5. Therefore, in preservation of the rights of indigenous people and the preservation of the rights of the people in accord and defense of the Constitution for the United States Republic of North America and its republic form of government, being the supreme law of the land and the primal to the contractual liabilities, oaths, bound obligations, and fiduciary duties of the officers of the courts, federal, state, city, and municipal, etc. I hereby demand the enforcement of the de jure laws of the United States and all treaties made under the authority of the United States in accord with Article 4 of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of the Rights of the Child, the Rights of Indigenous People, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the United Nations Charter, Article 55, the United States Supreme Court Act of State, the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act 28 U.S.C. 1601 et sequa. The Convention on International Road Traffic, day 19, September 1949. The World Court Decision, The Hague, the Netherlands, day 21. Why is he so redundant when he's doing this? He hitting their head with the truth, baby. You know how many times you hear the same thing? Because it's in Circle 7 Quran. He said, Yeshua ben Yusuf said he's reminded of how the tools of the Masons are used to draw the squares, to take the truth and drive it home, baby. Woo! Hey, in this thing, baby. Day 21, January 1958 AD. That's 1378 in the Moorish calendar. And Executive Order 13107. United States Republic, North America. The implementation of human rights treaties. The National Constitution for the Continental United States, Article 3, Section 2, Amendment 5, Liberty Clause, Amendment 6, I believe, etc., etc. In any error that I'm making concerning my amendments, please come up alongside me and correct me, those who are on there. The property dissolved. Yes, it is, honey. I hereby demand a dismissal of any and all unconstitutional sanctions, claims, or warrants or charges made or issued, which are devoid of true identity personages, a denial of due process of a trial by a jury of my own national peers, or absence of a verified and lawful indictment sanctioned by an assembled grand jury, and that I be availed all lawful, constitutional, secured safeguards established by the supreme law with documented proper jurisdiction and secured safe. With documented proper jurisdiction and venue confirmed are in place. Pause. We're almost done. Page 6. Okay. So when you nationalize, when you send these writs and these affidavits to, who have I been telling everybody to send them to? The President of the United States, Donald Trump, the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, and the Governor of the state that you were born in. When you do that, that is securing. With documented proper jurisdiction and venue confirmed, it is confirming in place. So if any corporation or tribunal or anybody wants to say something, hey, Jack, the highest powers of your corporation have these writs filed somewhere. So if you want to do something with me, you're going to have to go see them, Jack. And that's just it. And remain silent. Silence is a powerful weapon. It is a powerful weapon. That's why it's an amendment. It's a right. You exercise your Fifth Amendment. Silence is powerful, man. They could go find out. Oh, Mr. President, we got Amor in custody, detained. He sent you these writs and these affidavits? Yep. Oh, released. Antonio Guterres, Secretary General, we got Amor detained right now. You know, now the whole world will come after these people if they ain't honoring the treaty. The Moorish nation, the world, everybody. All of the Manchurian assassins right now, everybody will be getting on these people. Wherefore Wherefore, all parties of interest are authorized by this writ, pursuant to national and international law, to honor all substantive rights and constitutional immunities reserved for, and to, this aboriginal, indigenous, free, and sovereign more. Woo! All officials are to enlist all available and appropriate measures to ensure and assure that all my substantive rights and sovereign natural being and constitutionally secured rights and immunities are not violated, not breached, nor abridged. The sovereign natural being named herein is not to be arrested nor held for detention under any colorable circumstances. You are to notify the active ministers of the Aboriginal Indigenous. Whew, come on, baby. Come on. You are to notify the active ministers of the Aboriginal, Indigenous, Moorish nationals of the territory, organic land, period. The natural persons named herein is non-obligatory and thus exempt from customs, tariffs, taxation, owner in fee permit deception constructs, and from any other hindrance or restriction of his or her freedoms, allodial properties, compensations, rights of travel, or freedom of movement. Boy, we get hot. On, in, or within any member or non-member state of the United States Union, etc. The MERS, bearers of this indigenous people's document, is to be treated with all due respect and due process, rights under law. All available and appropriate measures are to be taken to prevent injustice, harm, false arrest, trumped up charges, or attacks on the natural beings, persons, property, personality, conveyances, freedoms, and or dignity. They can't even call you black no more, baby. Woo! You know they could be charged for calling you black. That then was dropped to me the other day. That is an injury. They're trying to remove you from your primogeniture heritage. Woo, baby! Can't even call you black no more, because that's not what you are. Shoot. Hey, now look, who are the active ministers? Consuls, consular courts, Article 3, are the active ministers. That's who are. So when some belligerent trustee think they finna come and ham you up, we got an active minister on deck, ready to go. Active consular courts, ready to go. And if they do detain you, you see the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, even though we're not subjects or property, if you read the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, it tells you any more captured by any Christian, colonial, Roman, whatever, is to be returned to the Moors immediately. Released immediately. Woo, baby. Man, I appreciate you, Obsy. I was just letting the people know that your witnesses should know that they're an improper person, but they don't have to actually be declared. Now, I got that from one of the top men. When I asked him, he was counseling me about 3 months ago. He said they do not have to be, but you want to make sure that they're on their road to be and they know what's going on. Oh, my goodness. Whew, it's free. Whew. Hey! Explicit reservation, and use of all rights reserved without prejudice. UCC 1-207-308, UCC 1-103 is noted to all federal, state, city, and municipal peace officers in harmony with substantive rights and constitutional secured rights and immunities to not be compelled to perform under any contracts or agreements. I will not contract or agreements that I have not entered into knowingly, voluntarily, willingly, or unintentionally. I do not accept any actual or implied liabilities associated with compelled benefits of any unrevealed or deceptively imposed commercial contracts. I furthermore do not sanction any unconstitutional rules or policies or acts of misprision committed by any U.S. government or state official at any level, claimed by any of them, in the name of the representatives as being sanctioned by the people and the citizens. Considered any formally assumed constructs alleged to be related to me as being misrepresentations, and thusly cured forthwith. Let it be known. What is that saying? You're not black. It's a misrepresentation. That's what they're going to try to call you. I most definitely will, Malik. Represent means to depict, portray, to symbolize, and to stand for. Let it be known that the Union State Society Bar Association lawyers, esquires, and attorneys of European colonial descent and foreign corporations cannot depict, portray, or symbolize free Moor, a free Moor, as they are not the same nation. Come on, baby. As they are not of the same nation, jurisdiction, customs, or national peers, and cannot sit in judgment of any free Moor acts of state. Europeans are not indigenous to the land Americas. Moors are aboriginal. Union state lawyers and attorneys operate in demo-political format, which is contrary to Article 5, Section 4 of the Constitution for the United States. Moors operate in a, come on, council, Republican form of government conjoined with autonomy principles. Being in harmony with the Union State Societies conflicts with and is repugnant to due process. Under constitutional remedy is availed to the natural peoples of the land through such colorable processes. These violating acts constitute a conflict of interest and a conflict of law, and clearly established federal questions of diversity and citizenship, a conflict of identity and of nationality and international law, etc. Thus, a clear and documented advertment of jurisdiction, quo warranto. Hear that. Thus, a clear and documented averment of jurisdiction, quo warranto, is also hereby proclaimed and advanced to all parties of interest. Only Moors can present and depict themselves as Moors, Al-Moroccans and Aboriginal indigenes of the land. Thus, only Moors can present self. That's why you don't need de jure, baby. Hey, de jure, baby. That's why you don't need no bar association member representing you. You need to be presenting yourself before any living being. Woo! So they was getting on me about making a post. I said, I post. Okay, cool. I posted something. They sent it to council. Council posted it. I had no ill will feelings toward the man, the temple, the sheik, or any of the people in it. I had got tired of hearing people call me about that particular thing. Different people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies being sent to me constantly. That's telling me, my ancestral spirits is telling me I got to do something about that. And I waited. I wrestled in my heart. I waited. I didn't do anything. I waited almost a whole month and a half of hearing people constantly come to me about that. So, it is what it is. If the temples is cleansed up and ain't nobody injured, and we still standing in the 5 pillars of light, then everybody's okay. We're good. Hey. Your new name, appellation, whatever you want to call it, being a real, live, flesh and blood, breathing, divine and natural being, born sanguineous of a natural, thinking and animated mother, do solemnly, sincerely, and squarely affirm that the foregoing facts contained in this constructive and actual judicial notice and proclamation by affirmed affidavit are true. This notice is constructed to the best of my knowledge, conjoined to my culture, customs, and beliefs, being actual, factual, and restorative in nature to my ancient traditions and customs, presented as correct and not misleading, being the whole truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. As with our ancient traditions and customs, I entreat to all. Now, I'm going to try to pronounce this. My syntax is a little bad. I got to learn the language of my ancient foremothers and forefathers, but I will. Hibu, Hawk, Salam, Hiratun, Ado. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, baby. All rights reserved without prejudice. UCC 1-207. Now, what you do on the writ? I am. Put your new name in there when we send it to you, wherever it's at. I might remove the red and just make a space for you to be able to write it if you want, which will make it a little easier for the people who can't get to computers. I think that would be best. Aboriginal, indigenous, free, sovereign, Moor, natural person of the land, in proper persona, not pro se, nor colorable. Moors, Mers, the aboriginal, indigenous natural peoples and true heirs and inheritors of the lands, North America, Central America, South America, and the adjoining islands. Now, here's your witnesses. By special appearance before me on this day of, whatever you're sending, whatever witnesses are standing there, you're on that day. They got the dates. I had to change the dates because the man who composed it, he had the old dates on it. We just revised the dates, council did, and then sent them to people. Your witnesses are saying by special appearance. Now you can have your thumbprint of your witnesses too. Thank you for reminding me of that. I got that energy. Just reminding me of that. Listen. Notary. There we go. Thank you. You do not have to register yourself as a notary under the jurisdiction of the corporation. A true notary, originally, 2 thumbprints, signed over both of your names, 2 red thumbprints with blue ink. You can do it any way you want, but that's the customary original way to notarize something. Then by law, you and your witness just notarized whatever documentation is being sent to anyone. So don't worry about going to the corporations and the tribunals and having these colorable. You pay them Federal Reserve notes to notarize things. You're paying them for affidavits. You're paying them for everything. Stop doing it. You don't have to anymore. You good. Operate in and of your own capacity and keep your money, man. Woo! Until we figure out another way of more currency, which people are working on right now. The divine natural being affirms that she is a descendant. He or she. Oh, no. I ain't going to say that. I'm going to say exactly what it says. Affirms that she is a descendant, heir, natural person. We need to put he or she. Heirs, natural person, divine being, here in name, standing in full life, existing in her own proper person, meeting the primal law of evidence as required and defined in identity, affirmed by lawful, substantive rights, by birthright, and respectively acknowledged. By birthright, required by birthright, and respectively acknowledged, being of descendable age and competence, and being lawfully qualified and competent to execute this document of affidavit. I therefore place my hand, my autograph, and my seal too. And then I am Vice Minister and Consul. And you put your name there. That says you're your own consul. You're your own minister. Operating in propria persona. Sui juris, sui heredis, in solo proprio. Authorized representative. All rights reserved. Free more. Northwest of Mexico, Northwest Africa, North America, the North Gate. Oh, page 7, and we're done with that. And we're free, baby. So now you know. You don't have to go and do all of these processes anymore. Take the writs, send them to the Spanish Inquisition Service, mail them to everybody you want to mail them to, but only after you register with the highest corporation members first. Mail them and make sure it's confirmed. To reiterate, when we started this video, we said, Consul will not deal with any lawful matter that you have until you have confirmed that you are nationalized. That's first. Then we will counsel you on how to present yourself. Secondly, please see Sharon T. Gale and Lori Robston, because they are helping me in this thing. Actually, they're doing their own thing, and technically they doing it, and I'm just, helping them the best way I can. You know what I'm saying? They're putting in the real work, and I'm just helping them the best way I can. You mothers, get your babies. You fathers, get your babies. You fathers, make amends with the mothers so you can effectively co-parent your children. Okay? You don't have to get back together, nothing like that, whatever. I know the man did you wrong, he hurt your heart. He probably hurt your heart because you didn't give him enough time to get to know you as a woman, to see if you wanted to be with him as a man. Next time, as a woman and as a man, you wanted to be with him. Next time, take your time. Spend some time with one another. Ooh, she fine. Ooh, he fine. Ooh, let's get in the bed together. Oh, now we got a baby. Oh, now we don't like each other. Oh, now we split up. Oh, now my child's suffering because I didn't know what to do in the first place. Take some time with each other. Please. Get to know one another. Determine, even that. Plan for the child if you're going to have it then. Plan. Hey, I'm thinking I want a baby. It's baby season. Oh, I'm going to find a man that actually wants to be there and raise my child for the rest of its natural born life competently. Once that happens, then choose that man and have a child and know that that man's going to be present in that child's life. That's the first thing you need to be concerned with, Jack. Not whether or not he got some money or he could do something for you and make you feel good when you're getting down, making love or whatever you think you're doing. The very first thing you need to determine is, if I do have a seed with this man, is he going to be a good candidate to be able to raise my child? That is the first thing you need to be thinking about, Mrs. whomever you are. I don't know why my energies led me that way. Same with you, bro. You sitting up here running around with all these thought scallywag scabs and all of these women that's out here doing all this kind of mess. You need to be determined. If I put a seed in this woman, is she going to be a woman that's going to nurture and raise my child correctly? This is it. Get to us in the email, COCNEAMEXEM, we will send you the written affidavits. We need to get nationalized. I love y'all. Thank y'all for spending so much time with me. I know that was a little bit lengthy. I'll be with you real soon. Let's get these councils up and running. Woo, baby. Hey,